name is Bianca. I'll be guiding you through class today. Let's go ahead and lay down, feet together, knees out wide. And then just place one hand onto your heart, one hand onto your navel. When you arrive in your space, just let out a big exhale. Let it go. Good. And then for those of you that haven't muted your video, if you could just kindly do so. And then start to breathe in through the nose, fill up. And then let your exhale out, release. Every time you breathe here, feel the rise of your belly into your hand. And then just notice if you can kind of melt away any thoughts that are about work or anything that you're doing this weekend. Just kind of let yourself get present here. And then feel the support of the back of your head onto the mat. Notice this space that your whole body takes up. And feel the sides of your mat. Maybe your knees go past, maybe they don't. Notice the rise and fall of your breath here. And then see if you can bring a sense of relaxation through the eyelids, the eyebrows. Just noticing if there's anything going on in your body today that you specifically want to work through or breathe into. Sometimes it helps to take some time away from computer screens, away from work, and then just really kind of resting your eyes and allowing yourself to get into your body. Just one more breath. On your next inhale, you can start to open the eyes. Take the knees into your chest and then rock side to side here. And then feel the massaging of the low back, of the sides of your hips. And then just like that, extend your left leg down to the mat. Keep your right knee hugged in, and then begin to find some knee circles using your hand as you circle your right knee one way. You're really feeling out how big you can make the circle, and then circle the right knee the other direction, feeling the spaciousness through the hip, trying to kind of ground your energy even more towards the floor. Yeah, nice, Lori. And then from here, take your right knee, bring it across the left side for your supine twist. Extend your right arm out. And then if you can, and try to press your right shoulder onto the mat. So your right knee is off the floor here if you can. Look towards the right fingertips, just one more breath. On the inhale, guide everything back into center, including your knees. Give it a little squeeze and then switch. Right leg comes down, left knee stays in. Yes, and then start to circle around your left knee. And then kind of embracing the slower pace. It'll help us integrate into our practice. Feeling any tightness there in the hip area, inner thighs. Notice how it's all connected. And then circle the knee, the left knee, the other direction. Making sure you're breathing. Your right hand can go onto the sternum if that feels good. Maybe towards the right hip. All right, and then when you're ready, take a hold of the left knee. Drag it across to the right side for your supine twist. If you can, have the left palm facing up so you can really find that A little bit of a shoulder opening as well. And then feel into this gentle twist here, and helping lengthen your spine, helping iron out any tension in the thoracic spine, your mid back. Good. And then bring everything in, hug the knees in. Lift your shoulders off the mat and crunch forward. Extend the legs long. Relax your chin away from your chest and then look up. Lift a little higher with the shoulders. Legs at 45. Good. One more breath. And then from your happy baby, take a hold of the outsides of the feet. Sway side to side here. Just starting to open up the hips more. Very good. And then from here, legs to the sky here. Arms back in space. And then think of yourself as a very kind of straight letter L shape. So open up through the shoulders, straighten out through the legs. Try to have the ankles above the hips, so scoot your feet down, Lori, like towards the, yeah, a little more, good. There, and then just lengthen, like you're trying to hold on to a like bar or a rope behind you. You're trying to pull the shoulders away from the ears and the hips. Good. And from here, reach the arms forward as you crunch up and you lengthen the left leg down. So right leg is up. Yes, breathe. Inhale, just the arms, torso stays lifted. Left leg goes up and then switch, right leg goes down. So isolate your core here. Try not to move the neck too much. Inhale, lift the right leg, lift the arms, and switch. Inhale up. Good, and switch. One more on each side. Inhale. To the right, right leg up. Nice, hold. Inhale up. Left side, last one. Good, inhale, legs up, and release your feet. Take your arms wide as you can, and then inhale for bridge. When you're ready, interlace your hands underneath you for bridge. Look down or up. If you're looking down with the eyes, you're trying to find your knees, even though it's not visible. Keep lengthening the back of the neck here. Imagine you're squeezing a block in between your thighs in your bridge. Notice the strength in the glutes. Very good. All right, release slowly, bone by bone. Hug your knees into your chest. And then take a few rocks and rolls forward. Massage your whole spine. We will end up in a boat pose. Once you arrive there, balance onto your glutes, your sitting bones, no rush at all. Yes, point or flex your feet, up to you, but bend your knees for this first boat. Good. Open and broaden the collarbone. Hold steady, lean back a little more. If you can, extend the legs. Cross the ankles, nice work. Plant the palms, find your tabletop. And then notice yourself ground the other direction, so hands and knees, and then inhale for cow pose. Just give your core a nice stretch after all that work. Exhale, hug in, round. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, curl in. Inhale. And exhale, round. Tuck the toes, send your hips up into your plank pose. If you are able, widen your hands so that your thumbs are underneath your chest. Good. Engage your quads, chin off the chest, look a little bit forward, and hold your plank. About 10 breaths here. Firing up your core, strengthening your mind, feeling the power of the arms halfway through. Nice, Lori. And then exhale, downward facing dog, hips up and back. Allow your hamstrings to stretch here. Notice the strength in the arms that you've kind of found from that plank. Yeah, good. Observe your tailbone. See if you can lift it higher. Relax your neck some more. And just enjoy the feeling of being upside down here. Notice if your right knuckle on your pointer finger is rising, press it down. So ensuring that all your knuckles are pressed down. Fingers are wide. You've got that big base. Right and left hand. Spread your toes as well. On an inhale, reach the right leg high to the sky. Bend your right knee and start to find your circles with your right knee. Ensure that you're breathing. Good. And then release your right foot in between the hands here. Step forward. Take your hands onto your thighs as you find your high lunge. Stay low into your thighs here, trying to lean the chest forward so that the back of, or the low back is stretched. And look forward, get into the hips. Hands onto your thighs here, just feel the glute strength. Good, and release the hands to the ground. Stretch your right leg, pyramid pose. On the inhale, bend the right knee and lift your left heel as you go into your low lunge. Lift the chest. Yes, good. Hands to the ground if you can, or if you'd rather be up, like standing up, you can. And then straighten back to pyramid. Good. Inhale, bend the right knee, lower the hips, curve the chest up. Exhale, straighten. So at no point does your left knee touch the ground unless you want it to. Inhale. On the exhale, hold your pyramid pose and ground your left heel. If you are able, try to touch the forehead towards the shins here, really lengthening through the hamstring. Beautiful, you guys. Keep breathing deeply. Hug your navel in. Light on the right toes, maybe lift your toes off the floor there. When you're ready, walk your left heel an inch or two back towards the right side of your mat. Straighten the right leg more. So hopefully you're in a right heel, left arch alignment. Release your right hand to the floor if it's not already, and then inhale, lift your left arm for triangle. Good. So it's a little bit different approach to triangle. Breathe into that right side hamstring. Yes, good. Really good for the hip. Right, and then from here, you look at your left fingers, breathe in. On the exhale, rainbow the left hand down, go back to pyramid. Scoot your left foot to the side, left side, and inhale, reverse triangle, right arm up. Feel the different sensation now that you're in the revolved version. And see if your right leg can still be straight. Good. Take a look at your right fingers. Inhale, reach the right fingers forward. Return down to pyramid. We'll go for one more triangle. So scoot your left heel back. Inhale the left arm high. If you have a block, it'll be helpful, or you can also hold on to the shin if you'd rather not be higher. Having it lower is kind of really nice and interesting for the hips here. Crown of the head is reaching forward. Get long. Good. Look at your left fingertips, rainbow it forward. Take it down. And then scoot your left foot out to the side. Inhale the right hand high for your revolved triangle pose. This is the last one here. Try to turn the left toes more forward. Breathe into the side waist. And then inhale, look up at the right hand, rainbow it forward, and this time go towards the left side of your mat for a wide-legged forward fold. So even out your feet, get low here with the crown of the head. And then just notice the difference between the right side and the left side of your inner thighs, inner hamstrings. Once you're in the forward fold, yeah, good. Let something go there. Just feel the gravity, the weight of the crown of the head. You can get into a twist. This pose is really nice if you've been sitting quite a lot. Any things that are going on with your hips, nerves, you can interlace the hands behind you or simply just hold space and breathe. Enjoy the upside down feeling and press your forearms onto the mat if it reaches. On an inhale, halfway lift. Walk towards the right side of your mat, your right foot, and in standing splits, lift the left leg up. Find any amount there, breathe. And then place your hands onto the floor, flush and flat onto the floor. You can stay here or take a few handstands and we'll end up in our downward facing dog. So whatever you'd like to practice, maybe chaturanga, maybe into your handstand, and then we'll all meet in your downward facing dog. Nice up dog, Lori, very good. Take 5 breaths here. And then right away, notice how much more open your right side is than the left. Feel how open the channel of the right side body is compared to the left. Just one more breath. Inhale the left leg up, nice and slow. Open up through the left hip, begin to circle the left knee. Watch out if your right elbow is trying to bend, try to straighten it. Use those back muscles to hold you in this pose. You still want to be in a down dog shape. Yes, good, keep breathing. Other direction, start to circle it the other way. You can be on the right tippy toes or your right heel is down, your choice. And then send the leg back. On the exhale, step in between the hands. Pick up your hands, place them onto your thigh, and lean forward as you open up through the right hip flexor. Yeah, nice, Lori. And then as you lean forward here, don't be afraid to bend deeply into your left thigh. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. So let this be more of a lower body type of work. Ensure that you're breathing, hold strong. Don't be afraid to get low there with the left thigh. On the exhale, release your hands into your pyramid pose. And then right away, look forward, bend your left knee. You can scoot your feet forward and back, just make it wider for yourself. And then inhale, arch your chest up as you bend into the left thigh, but your right thigh is off the floor. And exhale, straighten legs for pyramid. On an inhale, shift forward. So flow through this breath and intention very slow. On the exhales, you'll press back to pyramid. So these slow holds and slow flow type movements really help kind of loosen up any of those tight areas, especially in the hips, especially in the hamstrings. One last here, into your pyramid, and we'll hold. Hold this pyramid, right heel comes down to the floor. Frame your left foot with your both hands and start to tuck the chin if that feels right. You can even look side to side, giving your neck a nice massage, letting the head not be supported by the neck here, just letting it hang heavy. Our neck muscles tend to work a lot just because of the weight of our head, and also the distance of your chin away from the spine. So if you're looking at a screen, you're looking at papers, we're always in that forward nose pose throughout the day. So kind of feel the reversal of that here. On an inhale, lift halfway. Then look back at your right foot. Can you turn the right toes out towards the side so that your left heel and right arch aligns? There, good. On an inhale, prepare. Inhale the right hand high for triangle pose. So it's, yeah, nice, Lori. It's quite different going into it this way because you're already closer to the floor, you're more grounded. But you do have to work at lengthening the left side hip and try not to hike the shoulders up to the ears. You want it to be almost like a very neutral thing. And the positioning of the feet is important for this to feel right. So move the feet around to find that comfy place. Relax that right shoulder. And then look up at your right hand, breathe in. On the exhale, rainbow the right hand forward. Orient your right toes forward, and then lift your left arm for revolved triangle. So for this one, you might have to really widen the stance so that you can find that range of motion with the left arm. If your left arm is quite forward in space, it's not stacking, just widen your stance some more. You want to pull the right shoulder down so that you're opening up through the chest. Feel the motion, feel that breath, feel the twist. Good. On an inhale, look up at your left hand, exhale, cartwheel it forward. And then again, turn the right toes out more, maybe scoot it back, lift the right arm for your triangle pose. Try to equally ground to the floor and reach up at the same time. So this is where the block comes in handy, so your hand can be flat, or you can just hold on to your shin. But if you have the block, place your hand nice and flat on it. Good. Exhale, cartwheel the left hand forward. One last time here for your revolved triangle. Think of this as like an inner massage, working through your spine. Also, it's a core exercise as you find your twist. Just a few more breaths there. And exhale. Bring both hands down to the floor. Turn towards the long side of your mat so that you're in the forward fold. Bring yourself down into your forward fold. And then here you can add on getting into the inner thighs more, into your Skandasana, and to the other side, maybe a headstand if that's calling you. Perhaps any shoulder work here. Trying to get deeper into your hamstring stretch by holding onto the ankles, so feel it out. All the while taking very deep breaths, so just a few more there, trying to really get into those areas of the big muscles in the lower half of your body. All right, good. Take the hands, inhale, halfway lift, release your hands, and then exhale, walk towards the left leg and find your standing splits. Elevate the right leg high, left leg down to the floor. If at all possible, just like triangle, have your hands flat onto the floor or blocks. Feel your energy lifting and lowering. Lifting with the leg, lowering with the head. Great. And then from here, you can take a few handstand hops, making sure the shoulders are over the wrist there. And you can also just head straight to your chaturanga or remain in your standing splits. We'll all meet in down dog when you're ready. Feel free to linger in any poses that you choose. Good. And then inhale, right leg high to the sky when you're ready. Exhale, shift forward, plank, and then find almost like a pigeon pose in the air with your right leg. Okay, so right knee towards the right wrist, right toes towards the left wrist. Good, and then bring it back up. Open up the hip. Exhale, shift forward. Again, floating pigeon. Keep breathing there. Yes, good. One more. Inhale, lift the right leg up. Exhale, floating pigeon. You can do this. Pull up and release to pigeon. Nice. Once you get there, start to scoot the left leg back. Align the chest. Remember that little lunge we did in the beginning? So now you can kind of feel the hip flexor stretch a bit more. So if you can stay upright, that'd be great. In your pigeon, lengthen both sides of your body. And then inhale, lift the arms up. Connect your palms at the top. If this hurts your low back at all, hands to heart and lean forward, just like earlier. Yeah, good. So either you're all the way stacked, like shoulders over hips, or you're lean forward a little bit, whatever feels right to you. This is really good balance. Keep lengthening. On the exhale, hands to the ground, tuck the left toes, reach the right leg high, circle it, and then flip your dog if you can. Hold strong there. Think of bridge or wheel in the hips. Transition into side plank, right hand high. Maybe tree variation. Exhale, plank. Reset. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Hips back. Moving into the other side. Inhale the left leg high. You can bend the knee. On the exhale, find a floating pigeon here. Shift forward into plank. And really try to pull the right toes forward and the left knee towards the left side elbow. Don't drop your leg. Yes, so strong, you guys. Good. Inhale the left leg up. Reset. exhale, left knee forward again, floating pigeon. Arms are straight, you got this. Resist gravity, inhale, left leg up. And last one, float it first, and then release into pigeon. Good, nice work. Scoot your right knee back. And it's okay if your left heel is towards the groin. That's fine and great. What you want here is you want to feel this right hip flexor stretch along with the left hip. Some of you may need to shift forward to feel that. Some of you may need to really lift the chest. So lots of different ranges of motion. If you can, stay upright. Trying to even out the weight between the right thigh and the left thigh. Yeah, so press more weight into the right thigh. When you're ready, inhale, lift the arms up and balance. On the exhale, release your palms. Tuck your right toe, send the left leg up. Flip your dog here. Angle your pelvis up to the sky as you find like a wheel-like hip position. On here, transition into your side plank. Scoot down a little bit. Your zippers forward, sternum, arms are stacked. Exhale to plank. Good, Josh, breathe in. Flow. Inhale, up dog, hold, and exhale, downward facing. Inhale, look forward, bend your knees. Exhale, float to the top. Good, halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, fold. Inhale to chair pose. Arise. On the exhale, open twist to the right. Sit low still, and then prayer twist. In your prayer twist, make a fist with both hands and then just very gently try to twist. Very gentle, nothing too forceful there. Inhale, back to chair, sit up. Exhale, open twist to the left. When you're ready, go a little deeper into your prayer twist. Hands together at first. If you have a little more space, you can do fists. That just deepens the twist. Breathe into this very big twist here. And slowly inhale, stand up straight. On the exhale, back bend. Inhale, arms up, widen the feet, and take a side bend to the left. Inhale up, side bend to the right. Inhale, arise. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, lift up, and sit right back down into chair, hands to your heart space. When you're ready, inhale, elevate the left leg as you bring the arms up. Exhale brings you to figure four. And then remember that floating pigeon we did? You can remain here or bring the hands down to the floor like a crow pose. Shift forward, bend the elbows, chaturanga. Hook your right elbow with your left foot and start to find that glute strength by shifting forward. So find your amount of balance that you can do there, or you can just stay in your figure four. It requires a deep press of your foot against your arm. If you're slippery, it might not work, so use a towel or shift a little more forward. Yes, even if you don't shift that leg back, you're still building a lot of strength. Good. Wherever you are, inhale, lift your left leg, rise up. Exhale, warrior three. Very balanced, super strong here. Arms can go back for more restorative variation, arms forward for more heat. Release your left toes back behind you, find your crescent lunge. Good, and then from here, revolve crescent lunge, left elbow to the right thigh. So we've been really getting into these nice spinal work, twists, stretching the hips, stretching the legs. Now we'll go for a side crow, all right? Plant your hands away from your mat, bend your elbows like chaturanga, and then start to fly. So essentially you're just stacking your joints. Yes, Lori, good. You can take any variation that you wish there. Good. Bring it right back to your twist. Unwind yourself up, find your warrior two. What I love, so widen your warrior two a little more. What I love about yoga is it really kind of targets all those leg muscles. Earlier in the lunge, we were more in the quads. This is still quite a lot of quads. It's also hamstring. Inhale, reverse warrior. Your next exhale, triangle pose. Notice how much more spacious it is now. Feel free to go for a bound triangle pose, you can if you'd like, or just regular. Wherever you are, just lean the head back so that it's in line. Inhale, bend the right knee, reverse warrior. And then just like warrior two, or warrior three, half moon pose. Shift forward, try not to hold the floor for this one. Let's try to balance. This plant is throwing me off. Good, keep breathing. Right toes point forward. Once you find that tipping point, it's a little easier to hold it. Yes, good. Beautiful. Inhale, reverse triangle, straighten, lift. On the exhale, back to chair, to the front. Inhale, stand up. Exhale, back bend. Good. Inhale, rise. Take a side bend to the right. Inhale, rise. Take a side bend to the left. Inhale up. Exhale, sit down to chair. Inhale, right knee up. Exhale to your figure four when you're ready. Slow it down here. We already did pigeon, so your hips are rather open. You can start to get low into the ground, maybe hands to the floor. If you'd like to try the arm balance here, go slow. Make sure the elbows are chaturanga like. Shift forward. Use your core strength and balance out the weight. So press more weight into the left hand, right? Because that's where the knee isn't. Good. Inhale, lift up. Lift the leg. Exhale, warrior 3. And then just in your mind, picture your last lower lumbar bones and then try to lengthen. Good. Decrease the arch in the spine here, so really kind of lengthen the tailbone. Release the right toes all the way back, crescent lunge. Take a moment to breathe here, and then hands to heart into your twist. And then there's no rush. Just stay and enjoy the spaciousness you're finding in your chest. When you are ready for your side crow, plant the hands, maybe lower the knee even. Lower the right knee, plant the hands, stack your left hip over the left tricep, and then begin to tip. So ideally, if you have that chaturanga tricep strength, it won't feel like a lot of work holding it up. So just find the stacking of the arm balance. And if your hands are too close together, it'll be hard. So make sure it's about chest wide so you have some space. Yeah. Laura, maybe next time widen the hands a little more. Good. And then from here, from your twist, you'll rainbow it up into your warrior 2. Sometimes the really slow and steady classes can really wipe out your lower body, so don't be surprised at the end if you feel like jello. That's a good thing. Get a little lower, and then inhale, reverse warrior, lift. Getting into the lateral body, and exhale, triangle pose. Yeah. Feel free to place your left thumb at your left hip crease and press back and push the hips forward towards the side wall. So there's a lot of adjustments you can do. You can make sure both sides of the torso stay long. You can go for a bound triangle here if you'd like, or just stay. Inhale, reverse triangle, lift. On the exhale, bend into your left thigh, left knee, and find your half moon. The lower you can get your left armpit, the easier to balance. Yeah, good, you guys. Keep breathing. Open up that right hip. Good. And release. Reverse warrior or triangle, up to you. On the exhale, step forward to chair. Inhale, stand up. Exhale, back bend. All right, we'll start with the right leg, left leg. Take a hold of your left foot. Place your right hand to your heart center. Make sure your thumb is towards your big toe. Reach the right arm up. On an exhale, dancer's pose. Utilize that openness of your hip flexor that we've been finding all day. Yeah, Josh, good. Try to stay lifted for this one rather than forward. So upright your chest. Right there. From there into tree. So pick up your left foot. Arms wide, arms up. Hands to heart space. One last. You could stay in tree or take a hold of the left big toe and then extend. So really kind of finding ranges of movement all over front, back, side. Yeah, nice. And when you're return to chair. Get a little lower. And then inhale, pick up your right foot, take a hold of it, bring your knees together, lift your left arm up. On an exhale, begin to kick the right leg back. So think of this as more of a chest opener. Try to upright yourself more. Yes. And then from there, rotate the knee out for tree. Upright your chest. Squeeze your glutes. And try not to lose this kind of stacking when you take a hold of the right big toe and you extend it forward. So you still want that really nice, proud chest. Even if your right knee doesn't straighten all the way, maybe you want to bring it to the side. Good, and release. Hands down, chair pose. Inhale, stand straight up, reach up, exhale, back bend. Once you're in your back bend, find a twist to the right and a twist to the left. One more on each side, very gentle. Inhale, arms up. On an exhale, fold forward. And then inhale, regular crow or frog pose. So really exploring our strength, flexibility, balance. Hold for 10 breaths, or 10 counts. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. If you fell out, come back. 2, 1. Frog, everyone. And then in your frog, maybe work on the wrists a little. Open twist one way and the other. This next round, you can go for a headstand or forearm stand. Otherwise, you're going with me. Extend the legs forward. Reach the arms up and fold forward. So giving your low back, hamstrings a stretch. Practice any inversions you're playing with if you'd like. For those of you that are craving an additional stretch, yeah, nice Josh, slow it down a little. Those of you that need the additional stretch, you're here with me in the forward fold. And then trying to relax your chin a little. Maybe look side to side. Inhale, lift the chest. Take the hands behind you. If you're upside down, just do your thing and lean back. And then inhale, widen the legs, upright yourself, and then hold on to the toes, the feet, into a wide-legged forward fold. Really nice for all the sitting again this week, all the sports activities. And inhale, lift yourself. And everyone, go ahead and extend the legs forward. Stack your right foot over the left thigh, left knee. Sit up tall. You can reach the left arm up, like we've been doing this, kind of looking at the hand thing. Exhale, twist towards the right. Then you can make a fist if you want, so you have a little bit of leverage with your two hands, or you can just have the palm open like a high five. It really helps promote digestion and movement throughout your body. Then inhale back to center, unwind the legs, reach up. And pick up your left foot, place it towards the right thigh, right side. Scoot yourself onto the sitting bones, reach the right arm up, follow the gaze, and then exhale, twist. And then if you can really find that outer hip, try to find it by pressing your right elbow towards the left thigh. Make a fist if you did and you'd like to do it again. And unwind yourself. Very good. Reach up, cross the legs. Chaturanga, one last. Upward facing. On the exhale, lower all the way down to the chest, where we will do just a few more back strengthening exercises. Exhale out all your air, arms back. On an inhale, entire legs, chest, and head, arms lift off the floor for locust. 2 more breaths, keep lifting. Exhale, release, left ear to your mat. Just feel your heart beating, and then inhale, chin down, face down, arms back. On an inhale, arise again. Really try to stretch the fingers back in space. And then on an exhale, right ear to the mat. Inhale back to center. You got floor bow as an option or scorpion. So floor bow, go ahead, scorpion pose, hands to the ground. If you need a wall, find one. And start to lift. And then eventually, right, so just find your variation, floor bow or scorpion. Beautiful, you guys, and release. Let it go. Everyone windshield wiper your legs side to side. Good. And then whether you want to sit up and then roll back, or you just want to roll onto your back right now, that's great. Hug your knees into your chest, just like how we started. Rock side to side. Legs to the sky here. And then a few different options. You can, if you like more of a stretch here, interlace your hands around your right leg, get your hamstring stretch. You can go for bicycles, bridge or wheel, completely up to you. So just a few moments here to round out your practice. Nice, Lori. Good. Whatever it is that you feel like doing here. Very good. And then everyone, let's all finish up. Legs up the wall here. And take the arms by your sides. And then just take a moment here to breathe. Roll the ankles. Maybe look right and left, getting into your neck. And then when you're ready, slide the legs down into your Shavasana. Got like 3 minutes for Shavasana today. Breathe in. Exhale, let it go. And as you do your Shavasana, really let yourself rest. Feel your arms and legs get heavy. Notice your face just relax. Unclench your jaw, soften your face. Shrug the shoulders a little more so you can open up the chest. And then take a deeper breath in. Cleansing exhale out, let it go. Start to awaken fingers and your toes. Roll your wrists, ankles. Find a big stretch overhead. And roll over towards the left side. And then gently arise to your seat. And once you're seated, just finding a few circles around with your neck, very gentle. And then sit up tall with your neck stacked right above your shoulders and your ears. And then inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, we bow forward, sealing in our slow but strong practice from my heart to yours. Namaste. Thank you guys so much. I hope